Leaders are constantly seeking ways to motivate their people in teams, but they seem to overlook and dismiss emotions, when emotions are actually the font of motivation. Many leaders seem to dislike emotions, and an emotion that would include tears actually frightens some male leaders, though they would never admit that. Emotions are the energy that puts us into action. The leaders who work effectively with emotions can harness them to get incredible results. Think successful football and basketball coaches. They understand that the energy of emotions connected to rational goals is what can drive their athletes to excellence. Actually, those at the top of every pursuit got there because of how strongly they felt about and cared about their goals. In this video, we will explore how leaders can understand and harness the emotions of fear and anger, two emotions that are troublesome. But they are troublesome only because so many of us have been taught to view them as something that gets in the way of being rational. Actually, emotions can drive us to help us achieve our rational goals. Fear and anger are significant parts of the human experience that will help or hinder a leader's success depending upon their understanding of them. Emotions are clear evidence of caring. The stronger the fear and the anger, the deeper the caring. Focusing fear and anger on organizational and team goals, they become the passion that many leaders want to see in their people. At the same time, fear and anger that is focused only on the goals of the emotion can lead to impulsive or overly cautious decision-making and trigger conflicts that can destroy team and individual performance. Both fear and anger are responses to some perceived or real threat. Uncertainty, unmet expectations, thwarted intentions, and injustice can all trigger that sense of threat. Threats to security, respect, or fairness will also trigger fear and anger as well. Whatever the case, fear and anger want us to relieve the threat. Fear wants us to get away from threats. Anger wants us to overcome or defeat the threat. Both emotions are part of our flight or fight response. They have a very close relationship. Where there is one, the other is close by. If unable to escape a threat as fear would have us do, anger will arise wanting to overcome it. The question remains, how can we focus fear and anger to drive to team and organizational goals? Here are 3 steps that can help. Number 1, make emotions acceptable and acknowledge them. Otherwise, they'll continue to be repressed and otherwise bedevil you. Reframe emotions as caring. Number 2, offer alternative goals than the goals of the emotion itself. For example, how about using that fear to recruit the support you need to get where we need to go? Support helps reduce the sense of threat. Or, how about using that anger to accomplish our goals? That'll show them. Number 3, discuss what they think would work to do what you're suggesting. Keep it simple. I worked with a new sales manager who was pissed off because the increase of revenue goals every quarter seemed unfair. He also feared he might not be able to meet the ever-increasing goals. On top of that, he was suffering as many leaders do from the idea that the weight was totally on him. I said to him that fear is a message that you need to do something to feel less alone. Who could support you to meet those quarterly challenges? He thought about it and said, well, there's my team, but I hate dumping my problems on them. I asked him next, could you use your fear of failing to motivate you to recruit your team's help? After all, isn't that their job? And how about using your anger to prove to yourself that you and your team are good enough to meet those ever-increasing goals? Finally, I said to him, consider asking your team to develop with you ways that they can support each other to meet the goals rather than operating solo. He actually was very successful in turning his fear and anger to the task of challenging his team to prove their worth to themselves. Calling on emotions is not about the yelling and screaming the way that some football and basketball coaches do. It's about showing the depth of how much you care. Emotional honesty, particularly when offered quietly, is very moving, and motion is what we're after. When working with someone deep in the thrall of fear or anger, non-judgmental listening will be your best friend. Whether in a group or individual setting, encourage the person to talk about their fear or their anger. Keep them talking with no interruption from others until the bucket of emotion has emptied enough to help them connect that emotion to a rational goal. Listening to their concerns and emotions without judgment is the key. If you want to generate emotional energy in your people and team, here are 4 steps to consider. 1, share how deeply you care about your team's goals and why you care so much. 2, share how deeply you care about your people and why. 3, learn about the goals they care about and let them know that you also care about them achieving their goals. 4, make this process your own so that you come across as genuine. People easily pick up if your caring is fake. If they do, their respect for you will disappear. Leaders equipped with these insights can navigate the challenges of fear and anger and use them to foster a healthier and more productive environment. The non-judgmental understanding of these emotions is crucial for leaders to inspire, guide, and powerfully support their teams to achievement. As mentioned, they communicate your depth of caring. Please like and subscribe this video so you can be informed of our next video as they are published. Take care.